Hi, it's MM9. This is episode 3 of Bamboozled. This is a map that only has bamboo, hence the name, I guess. And let's have a look at where we're at. It's an Adam and Eve start, so it's been fairly slow and relaxing here. We are up to 13 people. Lucky 13. What could go wrong? And we're doing okay. We have lots of food, lots of supplies at the moment. And, and we have shrimp too, right? No garlic and butter yet. We're working on that part of it. Oh, that's something we could put in too. I have to find that again, but the shepherd for gathering domestic animals would be kind of cool. Except I always forget where that is in the menu. I don't know if we have any domesticated animals at the moment anyways. None. Okay, looks like we've got our 200 our lumber there, so I could probably take this person out. And what I do want is I want to build a full-size blacksmith and a full-size. Do that there, and I also want to build a tailor. And we're going to do different style. We've got, I think they come from the hunting cabin? No, maybe the forest node, or the forester. Yeah, we got fur and occasionally pelts are gathered up. And the only thing we got making coats right now makes hide coats, so if we build a full-size tailor, we can take advantage of that. And then, like Grubby Gnome was saying, we have some flax here, and that's coming from the gatherer, and we can put in a weaver and make some linen as well too, so let's start working on that kind of stuff. And Grumpy was recommending this linen weaver here, which will actually fit nicely right there, so let's try that. And that does need iron though. I thought that was stone myself, but maybe what I'll do, this is a kind of a big boy. Let's put that in instead, and we'll try that one with some iron later. Oh, thanks for Googling that, Grace. Yeah, I think it has something to do with the type of town hall. So, I don't even know what the vanilla. It's that guy, right? And that needs iron and everything too, so I think we're gonna have to go kinda way down the road here before we can get iron going and stuff like that. But thanks for looking it up though, I appreciate that. Yeah, that's another thing I should make notes on, because some of them work okay and some of them don't. That bitty notice board, I've had trouble with that before. I gotta remember not to use that one. And apparently those signposts have a bit of an issue too. Oh, now what was the town hall that you were playing with that you recommended? I've used it a couple times. No, it wasn't that one. It's the mini, yeah, okay. I should be able to find that. Oh, there it is. Alright, well, let's take out the town arrival. Okay, there's our blacksmith, so let's take this guy out, put this on rough tools, leave it at 100, and I think I'll permanently assign somebody in there. And we can actually nucleate this workshop here. Our tailor is almost built here. And our weaver is starting to build. Now we have somebody here grew up, and this person's going to grow up too, so we're going to need another 2 houses here. So let's build this one. A lot of stuff building here. And why don't we pause these 2 and get this house going? And let's see, how old was the other person here? 8. Yeah, might as well start on the dock house here too. It's a little bit early, but that's okay. I do want to build a bridge here. What do we got for like a small, cheap bridge here? $18 logs, small wooden bridge, yeah. Okay, I won't prioritize that, but let's have a look here. Okay, that was that house. Okay, I'm gonna close these now. It's starting to get too crowded. Okay, that dock house was early, but that's okay. Now we can turn on... Well, you know, maybe before we build the tailor and the weaver, let's actually build this bridge here. I know I said I wasn't going to do it again, but if we get nomads again, I might save and see where they're at. Just in case they're down here. We've had a couple down here that would have died, but if we build this bridge, they should be okay. Okay, let's get that bridge. Yeah, that could be a problem too. Although I think we had the nomad sign for a while without anything else. This homecoming statue, that attracts nomads as well too. Right, that bridge worked. Yeah, it doesn't look too bad. I'll take that. Yeah, let's get the tailor and the weaver going. Sorry for all the zooming around here. Have to figure out what we want for a market here too. I don't think I want to put a big, huge market in. Okay, now let's see what we have to make coats out of here. Of course, I don't have a town hall at the moment because we were going to build the mini here. Okay, let's keep it in the same location as the statue here, just so we can see if the nomads show up to be in this area. So let's build that. I'm gonna guess that we got some fur happening here. Yeah, so let's do fur coats here. We have the people for it, seem to. I don't know, it's up the coat limit to like 500 or something. Our food's still doing pretty good, our logs are okay. Knock on wood, food's been no stress so far, so I kind of like that. Okay, we'll do a bit of linen here until we run out of flax, and there's a mini town hall, okay? The traditional 5-year food graph view is looking okay. Education, of course, sucks here. Maybe we should do school. I've been kind of delaying and kind of a little bit neutral about the whole school thing, but maybe we should do it. It's kind of central to our forest node and our dock setup here. Sooner or later we're going to build some houses in the town here. A little road around that. And I think we should put some kind of well in. But our stone supply is actually pretty low right now, so let's go affordable. We'll go Biddy well there. Okay. Looks like they're already prioritizing it anyways, but let's get the school built. Yeah, it's just a question of, to me the school always puts a bit of a, like a 5-year pause. Well, say 5 years, 5-season pause. But the benefits are pretty cool, so I think the right time to do it is when your food supply is pretty secure. And we've only got one person in a hunting cabin, one person in a gathering hut, and one person here. So we have lots of room to add food production, so I don't know, I'm gonna go for it. But that but that implies that we have to make sure we have laborers in case the teacher dies. So let's put that in. Got our well built. We are out of fur. Let's go to pelts was the other one, I think. Okay, the mini town hall's built, so and we have 0 pelts, okay, and 0 fur. No, I thought we had a bunch of pelts, but okay, maybe I'm wrong. And only 4 leather, that's 2 coats worth. How much linen do we have? 30, okay. Well, then we'll go with the linen. Linen coats, I think. Yep. Just want to get whatever coats we can. We have 10 in stock right now. Okay, school's built. We have no students so far. And that dock house is built now. Is that legitimate that that person's in there by themselves, or is it a marital dispute? It is too, okay. Okay. Let's see if we can reunite those guys. Oh, maybe it was legitimate, okay. Now, 13-year-old male weaver here. Yep, okay. Everything's legit now. One fur coat, 1 linen coat, 1 pelt coat, okay. And some shrimp. Aquatic deer running across the water here. Okay, now disasters are on. So this is, I'm going to curse us here, but this has been such a gentle, easy start. I'm not used to this kind of thing. Now that probably means it's tornado time. So I'm just going to save it because I said that. Yeah, I know. But it has been a pretty easy start so far. I wonder if this marine climate must be pretty mild. And that beehive or whatever that was too. It's a little bit extra food, I guess. I don't see it again here, but that was pretty cool. I have never noticed that before, so it must be new to this map. Okay. Oh, you know what? We could put in a deer butcher, I guess, and get some tallow going, some candles. We could do something like that. We could. So why don't we do that? Cattle, nope. Llama, nope. Deer. Doesn't fit in there perfectly, but I'll live with it. Yeah, true enough. No nomads successfully showed up yet. And, yeah, that's the thing I want to think about here. I want to seriously think about a seed trader here. I don't think we need an animal trader. A lot of seeds trader here. Is there one that sort of matches this theme? That's probably the closest, I think. Yeah. Yeah, I saved and reloaded. It didn't kill anybody. Yeah, I think I want to build this and see if we can stock it up, so let's get somebody working in here. And let's go crazy on the lumber limit. Let's go like 2,400 or something here. And of course I have a teacher, so I must have a laborer. So like nobody's staffed that butcher, but that's okay. Put it over there so I remember it. Let's have a look here. Okay. Well, we're gonna have to let this run here because we've got the school in now, so got 3 students, but it's gonna take a couple of seasons before they're ready here. Our health and our happiness just went down by half a notch too. Interesting. Alright, now we got nomads here. Again. Ah, there's a nomad. We got at least one. Okay. So maybe, let's see if some showed up here and some showed up somewhere else. I'm going to save it here. Alright. Let's see where it was here. Let's take them. Oh, they were both there. Alright, there's our first unbugged nomad thing, okay? Now, if I was going to build in town, I've got to put a market in, so let's figure out where the market would be. First of all, what kind of market? Doesn't really fit. Yeah, I think you're right on that. The mini town hall was, although those came from the statue. But maybe your theory of having a conflict between the sign, the town hall, and the statue. Like maybe the code's a bit cleaner with the mini town hall, you don't get that conflict or something. I don't know, kind of reaching for an explanation, but yeah, your bottom line is you're right. That was the right way to go. Pine Market. Actually, don't mind that one. It's not a super big circle though, is it? I like something that would catch these houses here. Yeah, tiny market would have to be like there. What if we go with a pine market? Yeah, that works there. Doesn't cover the docks, but we can put a separate market down there, so... Right. So I'm going to put the pine market in there. Although, we may or may not be able to staff that. And the housing set we were using was from the theme sets here. Build a unique stone house. So what options do we have? We use the snug house here. There's the pretty house, which looks pretty cool. Oh, different types of pretty houses here, okay. That's different. Oh, so there's 2 different versions of the snug house too, okay. I use that one, I guess. 3 different versions, 4 different versions. Spacious house. Row housing. And a hostel. Okay. I think I like that pretty house with looks pretty cool to me. Let's put that in for the nomads. I think we only need 1 house. What does it show here? Yeah, 1 house required. Okay, let's pause that trader build and the market build. Let's get the house built here. I think I'd like to make sure we have a minimum of 2 laborers just because we have a teacher now. So I'll have to run with 1 builder here. Oh, and you are out of linen, of course. Now, is there anything we can build coats out of at the moment? 2 pelts, 3 fur, 8 leather. Hey, you know what? I'll just shut the tailor down for the moment. And we can go up to 2 builders, that'll work. Stone is a problem now, okay, fair enough. I have to start thinking about a quarry or an industry trader. I haven't really decided what kind of traders we want yet. And I should think about a dock market out here too. I don't know what this dock set has, if I remember. Dock services, school and stuff. Storage. I don't actually see a marketplace in there. Yeah, there's a market there. Oh, it's a big one, okay. Well, that would actually fit there. Or there isn't terrible either. I think I like it better there. That way I can sort of serve part of the town and the docks at the same time. I'm getting pretty bad about setting the pig timer, so I'm going to set this for 40 minutes here. I gotta remember to set that better. I was talking to the physiotherapist and he wants me to only sit for 30 minutes, but I think the hour on the pig timer works a bit better for episodes and stuff. Okay. I should have probably paused that. Actually, it doesn't need any stone though, so that's okay. And that one doesn't either, so let's let both of those build. So if we're gonna put a small mine for stone in, We have the forest node here. Kind of thinking about building out to the right here. And a bit of a combination farming community and industry. Yeah, I don't really have a game plan probably with the bamboo. I do want to buy the seed for bamboo so I can grow bamboo in the fields, and then I'll use the bundler to make fuel out of it. I was just kind of searching around for something different to do, and I saw this map type, so no grand plan. If you have any ideas, I'd be open to suggestions for sure. I do want to operate this butcher. We have enough people, so let's do that. Okay, and we can take you out for the moment. I don't mind the idea of do. I'm gonna let this butcher build or work for a while, and maybe we'll put a chandler and start making some candles out of tallow or something. Okay, that house built. How are we sitting for housing right now? It says we have one extra. Let's just run the houses here for the moment. Let's have a look at this guy here. I actually think that's a pretty nice house. I like the style, I like the porch. I could see my butt sitting in a chair out here, having a beer, looking out over the lake. Yeah, you know, that's a good idea. I haven't played much with the Japanese stuff in here, but maybe what we should do is one of the expansion town centers can be Japanese. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do an expansion. I don't know whether it'll be that one or a different one, but yeah, okay. I'm down with that. I've always wanted to build Osaka Castle too. I don't remember exactly where that is, but it's like way cool. Here it is. Osaka Castle. Okay, that's a good idea. I like that. Thanks, Scorpion. We will do that in expansion, so we'll do... I'm using this housing set here. Build a unique stone house for now. In this area, but yeah. Expand into a Japanese village or something like that. I like it. Let's do it. Okay, now this market is building. And that was a dock market, okay. So we have two markets going on right now, so we should have sufficient markets. I have to wait a minute until we get some graduates here. A 16-year-old. 11. Should you be by yourself? I don't think you should be by yourself, so let's just see if that's a breakup. Yeah, I saw a part of that series. I watched the first 15 or so episodes. Yeah, she's pretty good at building stuff that's nice looking towns. And that's, I did see some of the Japanese stuff she did, so yeah. Yeah, no, that's a great idea. Alright, so that's better. And let's see. So what do you show for housing now? Still say we have one extra. I don't know if I believe that. No, I don't believe that. Actually, we have the right number. And we've collected up enough stone. And we have a couple people at the moment, so let's do that. You are out of venison. Our food's probably fallen a little bit, so let's put another person in there. In fact, what does our food graph show? Yeah, decline. We go down to 1 labor. Not my favorite idea in the world, but let's do that. Of course, that means there's nobody in the trader will be available for that. Okay, our poor tiny chopper's not got the 2400, so we're gonna have to up our lumber game here. Don't have any handy streams, so okay, let's run right on the edge of labor power here. Now we have 728. I'm going to assume all the houses have firewood in them. So I'm going to put 625 firewood in here. And I'm going to cross my fingers and hope I didn't kill everybody. Okay, and we have a few more graduates here. I'm going to work on a lumber or a sawmill. And this tiny chopper's just not able to keep up anymore. At least not to what we want anyways. Okay. Yeah, great food trend there. Well done, Derby. Now, say I wanted to slightly panic about food, pull that person out, and put another person in the gathering hut here. That's just if I was going to panic, that's what I would do. Suppose this butcher isn't doing us much good either, so why don't we go shrimp? I mean, it's not Bubba Gump, but it's shrimp anyways. Okay, hands off for the moment here. Food's down to 470. We only have 1 laborer, no builders. This would be a perfect time for nomads to show up. The butcher works with venison, so it doesn't matter what the source of the venison is. Whether it's a hunting cabin or... and I think buying the domesticated deer and putting them in a pasture is kind of cheesy anyways, but it would work with that if you had that. And it actually multiplies the food, like it takes venison, it makes it into sausage and stuff. You actually get a little increase, like 20% or something like that of usable food by processing it. The sausages and the venison cuts and stuff, and then the byproduct is tallow. So let's see, we got nomads here. Ooh, are you nomad? Nomad. You're a nomad. Cool. Save for safety. Nomads. And is it the statue? Yeah, statue again. Okay, Grumpy's homecoming statue here. Okay. There we go. And I think we'll build... So that was pretty house number 1. Okay, this is pretty house number 2. Okay, let's put a little and see what that one looks like. Okay, and oh wait, suddenly we have a bunch of graduates here too, and the 2 nomads. Okay, might need more than one house here. Yeah, it says one. Well, let's build this and we'll run the houses and have a look. Feed the cats before there's a revolution. Alright. And I think to build something you probably need to put builders in, so let's do that. And I think I want to make some. 120 logs, that's going to take all our supply. Alright, so if I do this, it's going to take all our firewood and leave us in a deficit. So I don't think we're in a good place to do that, so let's just send that on the way. Now we do have a little flour, so I don't like trading raw flour, so let's actually do the perfume thing. I think it might be a good time to do that. Alright, so after we get the sawmill going, we'll do the perfume. Okay, it says we're okay on housing, but I'm having a tough time believing that. Yeah, see, we need a house there. Right. Corn and oat seeds. Oh, in the boat? Yeah, there was lots of good stuff there actually, but there was... It would have been a pretty big risk. I'm not sure if I like the looks of that one, but let's build it anyways. And see what that looks like. These things are pretty expensive in stone, so I'm gonna have to secure a better source of stone. I guess for now we can just go out here and harvest this stuff. Let's get a stockpile going out there first though. And yeah. Yeah, I kind of like them. They would probably fit with the medieval houses too. Okay, the sawmill's there. So let's actually say thank you for chopping all that firewood at this little stump here, but how about you go work in the mill here? Put 2 people in for now. I actually had a bunch of people graduate, so let's do that. Let's get some serious firewood going. I think the description said these were 5. Let's see here. Oh, the pretty houses are 7. Now, pretty house number 1 here, which was my favorite, is 7. Number 2 is 6, and number 3 is 7. So I built them in order here. This is 1, 2, 3. And the ones I put in here, these guys were... These are snug house number 4. And they say for 5 people. Now there's also row houses, and there's something called a spacious house. For 8 people. Oh my god. I don't think I've ever seen more than 4 children at the same time, but... So it'll be interesting to see if that has any effect. But yeah, I didn't realize that. I was just looking through here and I wanted to find a different house set, so there's also a town hall, school, and there's different stuff in that set. I should probably use those. Well, there's something I haven't built, so why don't we build a hospital from that set? Say, I'm taking nomads and I don't have a hospital, which seems a bit unwise at the moment. Let's actually prioritize that mess there. I don't know if it's multi-family. That's actually a good question. Tell you what, the next house we build, we'll build a spacious house and keep an eye on it. Okay, we're up to 522 on the firewood, and it is spring. Well, we've only got enough for 2,500, so coconut seeds, grape seeds, or ginger, or lentil. I'm not really moved by any of those options, and our firewood's still kind of shaky, so hopefully this guys can crank it out here. Let's actually bump it way up, like say 3,000 or something. Yeah. Pina colada's not my favorite, but hey, I could be talked into it. What is our production out of the shrimp farm here? Well, that's not super awesome for two people. Mind you, I just put the second person in, so we'll let it rip here. And we're out of logs here. Already? Well, I can kind of only afford one more there. But we'll have to crank up the fourth person in there. Well, maybe we're gonna have to build another forest node here before we build like an industrial area or a Japanese town and stuff like that. Just to get some more log production, because we're not going to survive on that. And I don't want to be hand chopping trees and stuff. You know, like that. Nobody wants to be doing that. Yeah, so maybe change of plans. Maybe what we'll have to do is a second bamboo forest node over here. So what would that look like here? What's our market circle? Man, that's not that awesome, is it? I wish this would square up here. Okay. So if that was there, just gonna lay this out here. Just be a second here. Yeah, I don't really care about that circle. The hospital built, but we're not gonna staff it. Just pin it over there. Okay, and this was specialized forester bamboo. And we're gonna want storage over here. Favorite storehouse here. Okay, I'm gonna put that in. Maybe we'll build that. We've already got a stockpile. I guess a hunter would be the next thing. Okay, now make this build easier. It'd be nice to build a house out there. So, does anybody need a house here? Yeah, you need a house. And there's a prospective mate for you, so. Okay, I think I want to build a spacious house, but they're pretty big. So I think I'm going to go back into this theme set here. And we built snug house number 4. Why don't we go all the way down to snug house number 1? And I'm going to build the different variations of snug house in this town here. Okay. Oh, that's a storehouse there, okay. So snug house number 1. Okay, let's build that guy. Let's make it a priority, and that'll help this whole thing build faster. Alright, bit of a change of plan. Let's get another forest node going. And we're completely out of coats. Let's see if we have anything to make coats out of here. Get a bit of fur. How much flax have we accumulated here? 52. We have some pelts here. And we have a little bit of leather, okay. Tools are running out though, so that'll be more of a priority. Alright, now we finally have sufficient firewood to actually trade some away here. So let's see what we have here. We only have 625, so 2500 is what we're looking at. The way it's actually working, Grumpy, is the, just let me deal with this and I'll answer that question. Man, there's nothing there I want that I can afford anyways. So what this thing is doing is called a bamboo wood tree forester. So all these trees that are planting here are bamboo, but when it harvests them, it's actually harvesting as logs, which I was a little disappointed in, but it actually makes sense here. So really what it's talking about when it's saying bamboo tree is it's the style of tree or the graphic. So to actually get bamboo in stock and do things like fire bundles and stuff out of it, I'm going to have to buy the seed. So that's kind of one of the reasons I have an early seed trader in here. Pick up the actual bamboo seeds and stuff like that. We've been limited here because we only got 625. So I'm actually going to increase this to 1,000. We'll just have to be super careful of what our stock is if we trade away 1,000 firewood. So, but let's up that anyways. Alright, Grumpy, thanks for dropping in, man. Pat the dog, say hi to the birds. I'm gonna probably end in, what does our pig timer say here? Another 12 minutes, I think. Okay, we've recovered on food, so I feel better about that. Okay, there's our snug house number 1. I think that looks better than the snug house number 4. So I'm okay with that one. So it's going to be snug houses in the forest node. I don't know if you saw, Graceful. These are the other, this is Pretty House 1, Pretty House 2, and Pretty House 3. And I don't know why, but Pretty House 3 gives me the creeps here. I don't really like that. I don't mind these two. Actually, I really like the one with the porch here. I think that's my favorite. And this hospital is from the same theme set there, which looks kind of neat. I forgot disasters were on, so we actually have to build a hospital and stuff. Yeah. I would never build something like that unless I had more modern building materials. But definitely I'm a porch kind of guy, especially at my age. Give me a nice comfy chair on the porch and a cold beer and I'm a happy guy. Okay, I'm gonna check for that beehive again, or maybe I built over it. I thought that was super cool. I haven't seen any more on the map. I wonder. I'm gonna watch out for that though, because I thought that was neat. Alright, back to building an actual forest node here. Before we build the forest building, let's see where we are at housing here. It says we're one short of houses. Okay, we've got 3 builders, so let's build 2 more snug houses. And then let's crank up the forest node here. So this is snug house number 1. This is going to be number 2. And snug house number 3. Just for the heck of it, I haven't done a priority in a while. Let's prioritize that. And I think I'm going to do a stockpile on the edge of the forest node here. And I think because the market, this storage is actually out of the circle of this market here. I don't know if that's super important or not, but I'm going to build another chunk of storage there. Okay. I haven't noticed nomads in a while. Maybe I just missed them. Okay, we have 1,800 firewood in stock, so we can afford to trade something here. Do we want... Okay, it's kind of between corn and plum for me. But this is a grain, I believe. Well, our health is pretty good right now, but it doesn't hurt to have a grain in. Plus we can use that for domesticated animals, so let's go for the corn. Alright, now. Snug house number 3, nice simple basic house. That one's pretty cool. Don't know if I'm a fan of that one. That's number 2. Interesting. Yeah, I managed to pick the right roof style anyways. This one doesn't fit. Yeah, I should have picked a different style there, but that's okay. Alright, let's get this forest node actually up and running here. How's the weather been for you lately, Grace? You still getting all the storms rolling through? Right now we're having decent weather, but we're buried in forest fire smoke at the moment, which is not very nice. At least we're keeping our smoke inside of Canada this time. Not gonna operate this quite yet. Let's get it all built here. Chihuahua's happy. Gotta keep the puppy happy. And the cats. Oh, nice, okay. Deserve a nice stretch of weather. Yeah, it's been pretty crazy weather this year. What's our stone supply like? Our stone supply is not awesome here. I think I'm gonna have to go for a wooden bridge here. If I can remember where they are. Stone and wood, nah. Okay, I might see it. Alright. Tiny stone bridge, tiny rock. Small bridge. Wood bridge. Really want to go bitty. Small wooden's fine. Just to get some road or some bridges going here, although we've already bridged that creek. So. Well, usually where I live, September is my favorite month. Usually not too rainy, cool enough to sleep at night, usually pretty good weather. And them little units, what do you call them things, kids or whatever, are back in school, so September's usually pretty nice, so I'm hoping it works out that way. Okay, the hunting cabin's building. Let's get all the stone going here. Stone and iron ore. Should beef up our supply a little bit. Okay, hunting cabin. Now let's get a couple people in here. 2 planting there. And it's fully staffed, this one. I was after all, the whole point of building another forest node was getting more logs, so let's get that going. Our food is falling again here. I bet you if I look at the food graph, it says it's climbing, but okay. Guess I'll leave it. Yeah. We had our biggest heat in June and July. August has been starting to feel like fall's coming. Big thing for me is it's cool enough to sleep at night. I like that. Now we can go bananas. Ooh, walnut for nut bread. I think I have to go bananas here. Just go bananas. Okay, so that gives us, what do we have so far? We have just 2, right? We have corn and banana. Okay. I forgot to check our firewood, but we're okay. That sawmill made a big difference. Okay, that bridge is built. Let's make sure the road goes all the way. Little road over there. It's gonna stockpile over here. Probably gonna have to collect that stone sooner or later. And let's check our housing here. Short one, it says, okay. Well, I think Snug House number 3 was the winner for me. So I think I'll put 2 of those in. Let's just watch them and make sure there's no breakups or messy divorces or anything. Okay, and the other thing that happens this time of year is football's back. I'm actually missing my Seattle Seahawks game right now, so hope I remember to record it. It's only preseason, but you know. I wouldn't want to be cheering for the Eagles or anything like that, you know. Well, that's a pretty good team this year. I'd love to see an Eagles 49ers rematch. Alright, so there's our pig timer, and that's our third pig timer.